I'm hearing the voice. People saying I can't do it. God dang it. Quiet. So today is one of my favorite motivational quote. He's one of, well, yeah, that too, but he's one of my favorite motivational speaker. He's the one who started on me the path of personal development and personal growth and stuff like that. His name is Les Brown, and he says someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Now, if you look at this quote, you'd be like, hey, that's fun, right? That's awesome that I don't have to take someone's opinion and make it become a reality. But, so there's pros and cons. So how can, I'm not only reading this, but how can we, I'm taking this quote, and so I'm taking it out of the context and put it here and say, how can we apply this into our life? Because it can go both ways, right? The quote is good if you can think for yourself. Now, when it comes to this, a lot of people, there's two sides, right? There's where you shouldn't let someone's opinion of you and become your reality, right? But there's another side that I see, and there are people who take someone else's opinion and make it become a reality. It become a self-fulfilling prophecy, you say. So let's say take a person who take everybody's opinion and observe it, and it become a reality. Why? Because they believe it to be true, and they act on that idea because they take that person's opinion to be the truth, but that truth may be not real, or it could be false, right? While the other person who understand they're self-aware, and they understand about themselves, they know thyself, and they know that if they can kick out the voice of people opinion, and that's therefore if they kick out and doesn't internalize it, and then they don't take action on that idea, therefore they're not taking action on other people's opinion based on that idea. So that's why it says that someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. So how can we apply that into our life? Well, let's say someone said you can't do it. That's unrealistic. Well, you kick that idea out and understand that you and you alone can do it. But you have to be able to be brave enough to tell yourself that. And if the person is rude, you can say, look, that's what you think. Or if the person rude, you can listen to it, not comment and give feedback, listen to it, but go on your day. When it comes to, I remember I listened to this quote, and I believe it to heart that someone's opinion of me does not have to become reality. But when I was a kid, I take everybody's opinion and I make it my own. People call me, I make a mistake. I remember I had a culinary art teacher, he called me a loser or something like that, Maybe inside I felt that to be true because I was because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. The only way for someone else's opinion of you become the truth and you internalize it is you accept it yourself. Because let's say you're a loser and your whole life people call you a loser. It's already in you, right? And it become a belief system. And when it comes to be a belief system, and you already felt that, and let's say someone else say you're a loser, what happens is you already confirm inside first of yourself, and then what happens is the person they say it becomes the truth because you believe it to be the truth. But if you have destroyed your belief system of what you are and what you're capable of, you stop letting that opinion of others to destroy your inner world, because you know that you're not a loser, like that guy said. You know that you have more capabilities than you think you do, right? And so and if people say you can't do it, is what they're saying is that that's their experience, right? I had one, I'm not trying to be mean, but when it comes to, I remember I was getting my haircut, right? This guy, I won't give his name, he was giving, he was the same nationality as I am. And when he's a small business owner, right? and he was doing haircut. I thought it's about, that's why I look up to Gary Vee a lot, because he's about satisfying the customer. And so is Jeff Bezos. They satisfy your needs and yours. That's why if you listen to Jeff Bezos, he talk about satisfying the customer. And what happened is the guy that did my haircut, right? He didn't satisfy my needs. What happened is he bashed against what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do is create videos and do entrepreneurial stuff. And I was so excited. I wanted to tell him that, and all he did was like, "Oh, you didn't go to," like, I talk about who I was, and then he bashed on me, and that's not right of him. That's a bad customer service. That's because, look, that's why I never went back to him again, because he has own ignorance of understanding that, if he's a business owner, he should read, he should learn about his business, but he doesn't. Now, I'm not to say you should, business or not, but because I asked him, does he read? He said he reads so many little. And so when he's talking about, what people say, it's about hard work. No, what people, he said, what people say, work smarter, but he said about working harder. No, see, here's the thing with this logic is, a lot of people work hard all their life, but they have nothing to show for it. So I'd rather you work hard for it, but you have the intelligence and the ability to absorb a lot of information and execute, and you will win. It's not work harder and you gain all the experience, but what happened is you gain bad experience. You didn't learn from your mistake. And he told me, I actually tell the truth. I'm not dishonest. I told him I got kicked out of high school, and then they were like, "Oh, you're a bad kid. No, that doesn't mean I'm a bad kid. It means that I was a good kid, but I was doing bad things. That's the difference. Because right now, I'm doing things that most people would not dare to do. And I'm not trying to brag, but it's hard to do it. When I first started out, it was not easy to understand a lot of things about lighting, it's about camera, it's about a lot of things that I need to learn. And it's a steep learning curve, for God's sake. So for a while, I was a little bit mad because whoa, how come you're not excited for me? And he told me, I should do what he want me to do. But the problem is, what he did was wrong. You know how like everybody say, you should agree with your customer. The customers are right. Some part that is true. You should satisfy. You should say, you should. See, here's the thing he should have done. Even if he disagreed with what I say, but inside he should have like uplift me. He should have say, "Oh, you could do it for your dream." He's a business owner. He should have encouraged me to do what I want to do, right? But no, he went the opposite way, and that's why I never went back. And so I tried to look for another haircut barber, because I want to be treated as a human being, man. I want to be treated as, you see, if I'm nice and I'm nice to you, I expect you to respond in kindness, because I show kindness to you. I never yell at you. I never make rude remarks to you. So you cannot see, this is the thing. That's you. Of course, that's the owner, but I think he has not the ability to communicate well with the customer. Because sure, I gave him a tip beforehand, but he didn't. And then after that, he told me what to do, and I was like, well, that's the reason why I don't want to listen to people what to do. So it's a whole thing. So anyway, I can let that go already. So, but it still hurts. But anyway, so here's the thing. Don't let someone's opinion of you whether you can or cannot do. It's up to you. If you take that to heart, then you won't be able to achieve your dream. But you can achieve your dream if that's what you want. So that's pretty much it. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, and I'll see you on the next video.